Walt Disney once said a person should set his goals as early as he can and devote all his energy and talent to getting there. With enough effort, he may achieve it, or he may find something that is even more rewarding. But in the end, no matter what the outcome, he will know he has been alive. This is the Producers Lounge podcast. I'm Richard Tucci. On this episode, we have producers Adam Kuyt and Eric Goldrich, who are part of the producing team behind the short film Blackstone. Blackstone is a short-to-feature project starring J.K. Simmons of Juno and Spider-Man, as well as Sasha Grey of Entourage and I Melt With You. It's a taut psychological thriller and is played at over a dozen film festivals, including New York LA International Film Festival. Check it out on Facebook at Blackstone Short, and also check out us at facebook.com/The Producers Lounge. Funny story about this one. This was actually one of the first episodes I recorded, and because there were two guests on this one, I had a dual input adapter so I could sync both lav microphones for the guys into one MP3 recorder. And I would just put my iPhone into my shirt pocket as a second recorder using voice memos, and I could intercut my recording over Adam and Eric's. I tested this setup all afternoon and it came out fine. Unfortunately, though, when I got home after dinner, I wound up with a 1 hour, 11-minute MP3 file of static. I don't know what happened, it should have worked fine, but the only audio I had was the one from my iPhone, which actually turned out pretty good. You pick up a lot of the ambience, but hey, what is the Producer's Lounge without a little personality? I want to apologize to the guys, and we're going to have them back in a couple of months. But it was a great dinner, and we had a lot of fun. And go to blackstonethemovie.com. blackstonethemovie.com. This is for all the times that they might have mentioned it on mic, and it didn't get picked up or sounded kind of funny. blackstonethemovie.com. 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 Thank you for coming now.
Of course.
As we were saying, this is for the FBI interrogation.
Yes.
So
I failed. I'm out.
there you go.
The FBI would throw me out.
Yeah, they literally exiled me immediately.
So how do you guys know each other? It's been a while since we last talked to
It's
each
been
other.
about 3 years since me and Scott met.
Yes.
And,
Adam and I dated when we were 5.
yes.
It was our first relationship.
We were going to move to Canada, but then decided to stick it out here.
Yes.
Well, it's awfully cold, and gay marriage up in Canada can get awkward when it's cold.
Very good.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
No, it's just that the lube freezes. So yeah.
Touche.
Tucci.
Yeah, I like that.
Right now, not touche.
I met Eric through Dan, who rewrote the movie, Blackstone.
Yes.
And I met Dan through Allie Faith, who was a intern at ICM when I was working there.
Okay.
So she read the script, and at this point, Scott had kind of like backed off of the project.
Gotcha.
And she said, I have the guy, I know a great writer, yada yada. I met Dan. He rewrote it. It's a completely a different story now. And Eric came on board as my co-producer, and he brought George, director.
Okay.
And the Emerson clan. They're all from Emerson.
I was curious, actually. I saw you were from Emerson. So do you know Dan Levy by chance?
Dan Levy. What year did he graduate?
He probably graduated 03, actually.
03, okay.
A while
I
ago.
graduated last December.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I've been here, I graduated 2009.
He's 13 years old.
Okay.
13 years old, yes. I moved out
You got a little wet behind the ears there.
I know.
I'm 30, and I was the oldest person on my set.
Oh, wow.
You're not the oldest person on the set.
Besides JK and
Mark. Yes, I graduated Emerson, and there are, fortunately for me, hundreds of Emerson, hundreds of Emerson. I would say thousands of Emerson people out here.
It's ridiculous.
But just in my graduating class, I have 100, 200 people that I can call at the drop of a dime. And,
It is insane. I've noticed, there's USC and UCLA. There's a couple NYU people, and then it's Full Sail and Emerson.
Yeah. Full Sail, what's that?
Full Sail is this little college down in Florida, and they've got a great technical film program.
Okay.
So I've constantly worked with a lot of people coming out of there on a grips, electricians, etc. So.
All right, great. But so I, Adam, just to my understanding, when Dan was working with Adam on the script, they wanted to make a short. So Dan said, "Well, I happen to have two business partners who make that's what they do."
Nice.
That was George and me, and we are A2A Productions. And the process, we went and met John O'Groats, which seems to have an, John O'Groats on Pico.
No, it doesn't sound familiar.
Pico and like Beverly Glen, pretty much. Yeah.
Pico and Brosser.
Okay.
It's a little spot, amazing breakfast, and they shot a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode there, whatever. But we met there, and actually since then we take big important meetings there because it seems to have good luck. But we met there and we hit it off and basically got right into pre-production for the short right after the New Year.
Nice.
And then,
we worked really fast. It was 40 days of pre-production and a 2-day shoot.
Yeah.
Wow.
16 pages.
Wow.
Yeah.
16 pages.
27 hours to be exact.
Yeah, it was 16 pages, 30 grand over 2 days. The 30 grand spread out much more thin than 2 days, but 2 days of shooting, and now we're in over 17 film festivals.
Nice.
Like that.
Yeah, we've won a couple awards already. The Burbank International Film Festival. We didn't even win Best Short. We won Best Film.
That's horror film. That's horror film.
Horror film. Yeah.
Horror.
Yes, I'm sorry. Horror.
I'm not a Jewish film.
And then at the New York LA International Film Festival, we got an award of excellence.
Which sounds better than it probably is, but at least we got something. Yeah.
What is an award of excellence? Is it like we like you but don't feel too bad kind of an award? Or?
Well, I would say it's equivalent to the award of pity. Is what that would be. But at least we got an award of something.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad. Quentin Tarantino got that with Reservoir Dogs at Sundance.
Did he really?
Well, kind of. Like he was. Reservoir Dogs was up for all these awards at Sundance, and the only one they won was the Best Editing Award.
Wow.
And it was because like the chick editor editing the All Guys movie, they figured. Yeah.
That's interesting.
He uses her all the time, right?
He does now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she was also the editor on Jaws. Come to think of it.
Really?
Yeah. So
I know Scorsese uses the same editor for all of his films. The editor makes or breaks the movie, hands down.
Yeah.
And this editor who edited Blackstone and has edited everything for the past 2 years of George and mine, and I guess now of Adam's, Joseph Shea, who's a wonderful guy and a really meticulous, hardest working guy I know, in terms of an editor.
It's incredible how much he did for this project. I was thoroughly impressed. The work ethic from these Emerson guys, it's like I've never seen anything like it.
Okay.
I think because we were so cold in the Northeast, so now we're in this warm weather, so it's just like our molecules are finally heating up and we can actually do what we want to do.
Nice. I'm from the Northeast, actually, myself. I'm from Connecticut.
Oh, wow. We're in Connecticut.
Stanford, Connecticut?
Oh, wow. I'm from White Plains, New York.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I've taken trains out of Stanford more than I could probably say.
It's funny. Every time I mention Stanford, I get
Jerry Springer.
No, I get one of two responses. Either A, did you grow up on a farm? Or, oh wow, you guys have a really nice train station. So,
Nice. That's incredible. I do like the train station is very nice.
it is lovely.
I love
Yes.
the train station. No, but Jerry Springer runs out of there, and ESPN Sports Center runs out of
WWF was out of there for a while too.
Wow, you're right. That's very true.
Yeah. So
That's wild.
awesome. So now that the Blackstone plugging section is out of the way, let me tell you about the podcast. So basically, I came up, I was looking around online a while ago, and I kind of became obsessed with the whole podcast culture, especially Chris Hardwick, who does the Nerdist podcast, and it's a lot of stuff on writers, stand-up comedy, music, and also a lot of just douchebags talking about shit out their ass.
Right. Good example.
Yeah. But basically, I was looking around, and there's no real podcast for focusing on the craft of producing. And it's something I've always been passionate about. I don't know about your guys' response to it, but when I was going to film school, I went to 2 film schools actually. I went to Chapman first for 2 years, and then I transferred into USC. And
You do Stark? The Stark program?
no, I did undergrad production.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't afford a master's degree, so.
Not many people can. Yeah.
Exactly. So basically, I wanted to do something focused on producing because time and time again I was told in film school by students and instructors instructors, film producing isn't an art form. Directing is an art form. Writing is an art form. You're just a middleman. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
I wish the microphone could see my facial reaction.
I beg to differ.
Yes.
I think that it's all an art form.
Exactly.
Just because we wear suits doesn't mean that we're not artists.
Exactly. And sometimes we don't even wear suits. Sometimes we wear button-down shirts and funny hats.
Exactly.
Very good. I wish the microphone could see this too.
No. I think anything that you put passion and time into, is art.
Well, I don't think masturbating is an art. 'Cause I put plenty of passion and time into that. But,
Yeah.
I should get that off my resume. But yeah.
Been doing this since 1999. For about 12 years.
We'll be here all week. Be sure to tip your waitress. Try the VO.
Thank you. We are from the Northeast. That is the Northeast.
Yes. My grandparents took me all through the Catskills when I was 10, so.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, obviously, writing and directing and acting and production design, wardrobe, whatever you want to make up, digital effects, special effects.
Yeah.
Those are all what I guess you can classify as instant art because they are artistic in a way.
Yeah.
They are artistic. But the art of producing is a whole beast unto itself.
Yeah.
I mean, being responsible, being in control, is something I think that all artists can appreciate. They have to take that responsibility, take that control, take that that front seat. When an artist is painting a painting, they're in charge.
And I think it's a less tangible art form because it's more interpersonal.
Yes.
But it is definitely a very important one. So
it's also a skill to be able to talk to people and walk up to them and get their money. So it is a skill. That maybe a director can't.
Exactly.
Or deliver on.
Either get their money or get discounts and soft money. So.
And the director, if a producer comes up with the concept, it's the producer's vision that is being released into the director's hand. So it's all art.
Yes.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
The funniest thing about, I'm a very young filmmaker. I graduated a year and a half ago from college, so my experience is very limited, I would say, but I have experienced what I've experienced in great depth, I would think. And it's funny to this point, I've realized how broad of a word the word producer actually means.
Oh yeah.
Because producer can mean one of 100 things. A producer can mean the guy who found $10 to put into a film, or the guy who is barking orders at the craft services. Or, it can be a bunch of different. Those are really horrible examples, but those are two examples of a producer. I would say, I guess.
Yeah. So to that end, I wanted to basically start a podcast that focused on the craft of producing, the art of producing, talk about the different types of producers, and also not necessarily make it like an educational, like A, B, C, D thing, but make it more conversational. So if we talk about old war stories, great. If we talk about our favorite video games, great.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, if we talk about video games, you fuckers are on your own because I don't play shit.
I haven't played a video game since Super Mario Brothers in 90.
I'm a little more recent, but
you weren't born in 90, were you?
I was alive in 90. Yes. I was sucking my mother's nipple, but aside from that, I was 7.
I hope that your mom's listening.
I hope so.
What a coincidence! I was sucking your mother's nipple too.
Hey, here we are.
So you went to Emerson as an actor or as a?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went. I did musicals, and that's all I could do at high school in Westchester. And I wanted to act. That's what I wanted to do. Jim Carrey was the reason I wanted to become an actor. I just thought it was great. And then going to college. College, they don't really tell you what the real life is like.
Oh yeah.
When you're actually going to follow it as a career, not just as a passion.
Real life sucks.
And art. And that is the craziest thing about producing is that it is an art. So is directing and writing, all that stuff. But then you come up against the business side of trying to make it a living. And then the art Sometimes we'll take a back burner. But yeah, I went to Emerson as an actor and graduated with a BA in acting. We actually did a feature my junior year of college that a woman from LA, who was an Emerson alum, came back with a list of characters. Long story short, she ended up leaving the project and we turned this web series into a feature film. And our producer had left the project. So I was like, well, someone has to produce. I didn't really know what it meant exactly, but I knew it meant just getting everything together pretty much. So I hopped in the seat. And number one, I'll never produce and act in the same thing ever again, because that is a horrible thing to do at the same time. Although I'm sure a lot of people do it, and a lot of people do it. But I found that I actually did enjoy producing. I found it was the opposite end of the spectrum from acting. Because acting, you're kind of waiting for the call, how correct it really be.
Actor.
Yes. No, I actually saw your reel this afternoon before I came. Yeah.
How'd you see that?
Huh?
How'd you see that?
What your name was.
Yeah, I Googled you.
Of
course.
Search engine optimization works,
God damn it, Google. I told them to leave me alone.
Yeah. The Glenn Ross scene was interesting.
Yeah, that was across the country. It's an older reel. I need to actually redo it.
Yeah.
But thank you for checking it out. One more hit, I guess.
You can also check out the teaser to Blackstone on www.blackstonemovie.com. Sorry, I have to do it.
It's okay.
And there's a link on IMDb on the last page in contact.
Yeah.
So Adam.
Yeah.
You came up through the agency world, rather than the acting world. I've always been curious about the agency world because you came up as a floater and an assistant through ICM.
Yeah.
So, and that was something I stayed away from the agency world after I left film
It
school.
was smart.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Why is that?
Well, ICM definitely taught me. ICM definitely threw a thicker layer of skin on me that I did not have, and that I now see you need in order to survive in this business. Just working on your feet. I mean, I thought that I knew what multitasking meant. I didn't. It taught me how to work under pressure, and I think that's a valuable skill. And I think that working at a place like ICM or any of those agencies makes any job in the future a little easier. But I learned a lot. It was a real nice surprise when I applied to just be in the mailroom, and I got put onto like a production head's desk, the department head. It was very scary.
Wait, the department head for physical production at ICM?
No, below the line.
Below the line.
Yeah. And no, it was great. I was there for exactly 12 months. I didn't really have any intention of being there for longer than a year. Wanted to get out. Great people over there, and I definitely learned a lot. And producing's always been what I want to do. I love talking to people. I love meeting people, and I love selling people on my passion.
Yeah.
And you and I met, I forgot, in 07 or 08
Yeah.
I just don't know when.
It was right after the first Comic-Con I went to, which was in 08.
Did you, so you knew Scott? Or like...
I met Scott at Comic-Con, and I checked out his comic. He gave me a free copy, actually, at Comic-Con, and then I was like, oh, this is awesome, I'd love to read the script. I read the script, and then shortly thereafter we met.
Yeah, but...
remember it like yesterday,
Yeah. The truth is, you don't learn to produce. You just kind of It just has to be hands-on. And you're either born with that ability and charisma to talk to people and be sociable, or you're not.
Yeah.
Eric and I think really have a really good way of talking to people and getting people to hear us, listen to us, and they trust me. I don't know why the hell they do, but they do.
It's the goatee.
Yeah, it's the goat.
It's the goat. Mine's the nose. This is my nose, and they're like, oh, listen to him.
Oh, he's Jewish. He
It's
must
in
know
my
about
face. I
film.
might as well listen to him, yeah.
Just a quick check. Raise your hand if you're Jewish.
We're all raising our hand, by the way.
Please note, it was a unanimous consent.
Everyone at table, Jew.
Jew bagels.
Freedom of speech, goddamn.
And no one knows where we are, so we can say whatever the hell we want to say.
We're on Santa Monica.
No. I'm bleeping that out.
All right.
I'm not giving any plugs until they start paying me.
There you go. Good idea. Smart. And the food sucks.
Yeah.
Although I will say this, the maitre d' when I came in, anytime you get one of these maitre d's who's blonde hair, blue eyes, big
She
boobs,
was gorgeous.
oh, she was gorgeous, but the problem is she knew she was gorgeous.
Right.
So then they automatically get snooty.
That's why we don't get girls in LA. You got to go abroad.
Yeah, Russian mail order brides.
I'm into the Venezuelan girls. I really am.
Nice.
Not the Latin fever.
Nice. Yellow fever myself.
You know, I got that like out of my system. I went on like an Asian fetish for years. Can I talk about this?
Yeah.
This is producing.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, they're great. You know.
Yeah.
That's it. That was the rant. They're great.
I'm afraid. What are you say?
Yeah, stop right there, I guess. Yeah.
Well, let's also throw this out there. It's Hollywood, so in Hollywood you have 3 status symbols: cool phone, cool car, Asian girlfriend.
Shit. I think I'm 1 out of 3.
Okay.
You're 2 out of 3. You're the Asian girlfriend. Yeah. We have the car. We have the phone.
I drive a Murcielago.
What?
I'm totally joking.
Oh, okay.
I'm totally
It's
kidding.
getting wild.
I had a few drinks today, so
Okay, that's.
I'm already. Yeah.
I drive a foreign car. It's called a Hyundai. So it's
Hyundai?
Hyundai, yes. Very nice. Yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
I drive a car that nobody drives in LA, especially a certain breed. I drive a BMW.
A Jew driving a German car.
You know the joke I was going.
Yeah.
He'll never be proud of you. Very proud.
But if it makes anyone feel better, I can't afford it.
But you drive it anyway.
To be successful, you must project an image of success. American Beauty.
I never got that saying that.
Really?
Like, no, not that saying. I mean, like saying it like if you have something and they say, I have it, but I really can't afford it.
Yeah.
Well, if you have it, then
No, it's called the LA way.
I like what Deepak Chopra said, is that we're in a culture now in America where we work jobs we hate to pay for stuff we can't afford to impress people we don't like.
Love it. True.
cheers to that, huh?
True.
Cheers.
We're moving to Amsterdam.
Dude.
Italy.
I have family there, man. They'll set you up.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready to go.
Now, are you saying family or family?
No, like my dad was raised in Amsterdam.
Oh, nice.
So I go there every now and then. You know, check out the lights,
Great city.
the tulips, if you will.
I'm going on 10 months sober, so I wouldn't be checking out any tulips. So, yeah.
Well, tell my son, congrats.
Thank you.
That's great.
Yeah. It's not a big thing. I just
No, it is what it is.
yeah.
Are you smoking cigarettes?
Huh?
Are you smoking?
I only smoke cigars.
You look like you would smoke cigars, doesn't he?
Well, in this
You look-
hat.
Yeah, exactly.
That hat, you have to
Yeah.
wear a cigar.
You smoke cigars a lot, or
No, once a month, once every couple months.
yeah.
Actually, funniest thing. For a while, I was going to the group I had was in the back room of a cigar shop.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Wow.
Yeah.
Meeting like.
It's actually pretty interesting. I've been there.
Yeah. It court order or?
No.
Oh, okay.
I actually had a friend who was there.
Oh, okay.
And for about 6 months, he and I went. It was more of like a moral support thing.
Gotcha.
But I actually found it really interesting.
It is interesting, and the thing is, like, it's kind of like franchises. There are big ones, there are small ones, there are ones where you just talk about personal stories, there are ones where you do a lot of praying. The one at the cigar shop, I started going, and it was very loose, just guys sitting around talking about stuff that had happened. And then this guy came in who was more of an old timer, and there's actually a saying is like, don't get alcoholic, where you like become all rigid and like, this is how we have to do it. Yeah.
Interesting.
And so after that happened, I kind of phased out. But on the foreign note, I just found out actually, if you can prove that your great-grandfather had Italian citizenship, you're eligible for dual citizenship.
Yeah.
And that allows you for EU tax incentives.
So could I get a dual citizenship to Amsterdam?
It's possible. I didn't look up Amsterdam, but actually, when I went to Cannes in April, I went to all the international tents and got all the information on tax incentives. And Belgium, Amsterdam, France, they're the worst ones because all of theirs are contingent on what do they call it? Culture tests, because they have to make sure that the writer and the content is authentic to that country.
Right, really?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Germany's very good incentive, right?
Germany's just giving money away.
Right, yeah. Their film market's huge.
Oh, yeah.
Giant.
Yeah, if you get like some starting funds from a German producer. Oh yeah.
Is that in Germany?
Yeah. That was German. Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
How about, I think it's going to be 2.
I'm actually renting it tonight.
I saw it on demand. It's in theaters right now. I didn't see it. We almost watched it last night.
Dude, have you seen the first one?
Yeah.
It's disturbing.
But the second one is a movie outside the first one. So it's like it's like a guy who watched the first movie, like took those notes and is trying to.
Oh, really?
I would say stay away from the bruschetta and the prosciutto.
Stay away from it.
Yeah.
Calamari looks good.
I've never had the calamari here. I'm gonna probably get a pasta dish because I'm in the mood for something big and hearty.
Why do you say stay away from the?
Prosciutto and the bruschetta are ridiculously thin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My brother says that there's a steak salad here that he loves.
I've not had the steak salad.
The steak and crispy artichoke salad. It looks awesome.
My brother loves it.
I've had the ahi salad, but it was a while ago, so
I've only had it one
I
time.
can't testify. Really?
So were you and Scott still in contact or no?
We talk to each other every once in a while. He sent me his most recent script, so I took a look at it. It was pretty interesting.
Scott.
Morcano.
Scott Morcano, yeah.
Different Scott.
Yeah. What one?
Different Scott. I haven't met him.
One has his own production company. The other was involved in Biodough.
Yeah.
So
Different.
yes.
Very different.
Yeah. Great guy, good writer, but
Yeah, he has his own style.
yes.
He does. I think he's a great writer, but he has his own style. Mm-hmm. You know, he's set like in his ways, and he writes the way he writes.
Exactly.
Are you not?
Let me get some fried calamari.
I'm gonna have a little bit of that as well.
All right.
On your plate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like ultra hungry.
Look at that steak salad. That sounds like a party.
Yeah, I'll have a little bit. I'll do what I normally do.
Oh yeah, let's do it. There you go. So what about the podcast? Are you trying to? I don't want to say try to get out of the producers, but I don't want to say what do you want to hear, but you know what I'm trying to get out of it.
Honestly, I'm not trying to hear anything specific. Like I
A
don't.
nice round table discussion.
Exactly. I don't want to go in with like an agenda. I want it to be casual. I want it to be
Dinner
fun.
for 5.
Very similar. Yes.
You
Yes.
seen Dinner for 5? No.
If I could get 4 more
It's
MP3
basically
mics.
this with a video camera.
Exactly.
And with like A-list people.
Yeah.
It's literally like it's just popping.
Yeah.
Like you'll have like Vince Vaughn, Rob Zombie, like they totally spread it out. Like they sit at a table with like 7 completely different people.
There was, I think one of my favorite ones was J.J. Abrams, Mark Hamill, and Stan Lee.
Wow.
Yeah. Although it is funny because he keeps bringing up Swingers every opportunity he gets.
It's a great movie. It's one of the best movies.
It is a great movie, but he talks about it like it was his only movie. So
Yeah.
Stanley was in the James Bond movies, right? Or
he was, yeah.
Stanley's the animator.
He is, yeah. Kevin
Stanley is
Spider-Man's dad
the old dude with the wig.
Right.
with the wig.
The rug.
Oh, it's a rug?
Oh, come on.
Who's the guy in the James Bond movies? He's the lead singer in Almost Famous.
Jason Lee.
Oh yeah, Jason Lee. He's good.
He's great.
It's funny.
Mallrats.
Oh yeah. It's funny because on the Dinner for 5, actually, they were talking. Him and Kevin Smith were talking about how he got the role for Mallrats because at the time he was a pro skater.
Jason Lee?
Huh?
Jason Lee was?
Yeah. So he came in and as a gift on his first audition, he gave Kevin Smith a free pair of shoes that were his brand of shoes. So they just kept bringing him in, And they didn't like him for that part, but eventually they put him in the other role.
He's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mallrats at one time was one of my favorite movies.
I've never seen it.
Are you serious?
It's entirety I haven't seen it. I've seen Jay and Silent Bob.
Days of the Confused I used to be obsessed with.
Oh, okay.
Empire Records.
I've never seen Empire Records.
So, I mean, it's different now, but it's like a classic film.
We were talking about Adam Sandler earlier, and how his original movies like Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore are amazing. For the past like 5-8 years, every movie he's been in, he's played a guy with a lot of money.
Yeah. If you notice, he always has a gigantic house, and he's rich.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's funny actually. You look at the first 3 Star Wars movies. This will relate, I promise. But the first 3 Star Wars movies, it's really about big, bold adventures. And you think about George Lucas at the time. He was a big, bold guy. He almost did Apocalypse Now as a documentary.
You guys ready to run?
Yeah.
Yes.
After you, sir.
You, sir. After you, sir.
All right, I'll be the woman today. All right, ladies first. I'm just gonna get the steak and crispy artichoke salad. And you're getting the calamari. Oh yeah, it's great.
I'm just gonna have the fried calamari.
We're gonna share like lovers.
Turkey repeating. Thanks.
Thank you. She was gorgeous.
She's nice. I guess we scared away the African
We did.
American.
We did a producer Jew comment. She's like, she's ate them already. They're taking on me already. That was it. Oh yeah, Star Wars. Yeah.
Lucas was a big adventurer. Then you look at Star Wars Episode 1. There's a lot of that movie that takes place in meetings.
Huh. You're right. Do you think it's so? My question is, how does that correlate to Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler, he started out as this big, wild, adventurous comedian living on the edge. Now he's just a big, rich house guy, and that's the only spectrum he can see scripts from now.
I think Mr. Deeds was like interesting. Mr. Deeds was like the closest, like the last thing he did that was sort of creative. Like
But he still played that guy.
Well, he was poor.
Yeah.
Oh, a guy you like, yeah. Well, funny people, he wasn't a guy you like.
You like him, but it's like I liked him when he was poor because I'm not rich yet, you know.
Right. Oh, I agree. Well, you know, Jim Carrey is my idol to an extent, and
yeah, but that guy lived in a car making faces in front of his vanity mirror. Like that guy worked his ass off.
I'm saying the only movie he ever played where he was poor was The Mask.
Yeah.
And then after that, you know, he was Duck Factory was like one of his first ones. That was a TV show that he was poor.
And in Ace Ventura, he wasn't poor or rich. He was just crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God! When I was 10 years old and I saw that, that was literally the funniest movie I'd ever seen.
So he is amazing. He was the best. I
think he's incredible. In Living Color?
In Living Color was amazing.
Unbelievable.
Someone was telling me recently that you can only be so wacky and so outlandish for so long until it finally ends, I guess.
Ends as in like his metabolism, or ends as in?
I think everyone has a window. I think everyone has a window.
Yeah.
Whether you're a producer, actor, writer, you know, director.
Unless Al Pacino.
Everyone. No, even Al Pacino.
Yeah, I guess he hasn't made a good movie
because
in
I'll be
years.
honest, there used to be a time where if you saw a trailer with Al Pacino, you would know this is going to be a good film.
Yeah.
Those days are over.
Yeah.
You know, De Niro, I love him.
Yeah.
But it's like just because he's in a movie doesn't mean it's going to be the Godfather, you know, the Goodfellas or like a Casino. And I think those days are over, and that's what I hate. So I do think that everyone has their window.
Donnie Brasco.
Like Leonardo DiCaprio, his window is wide open.
Yeah.
Even Johnny Depp's window starting to close.
Don't you think Leo's window has been open since he did Titanic?
Yeah, I do. But like Leonardo DiCaprio is not only a stellar actor, but he gets the most desirable roles in the world. I mean, and granted, a lot of that's Martin Scorsese or
because he only works with top tier directors.
Yes, but I mean, the roles that he gets are like roles that an actor would die for.
I would like to submit a case study for you.
Please.
Brad Pitt. His window was wide open, doing edgy stuff with Seven and really going out there. Then he married Jennifer Aniston, and he started doing all these crappy family movies because he had a family, he had a wife who was bugging him to do more conservative stuff. And then Angelina Jolie comes in, and he's like, blah blah blah, you know.
That's true.
By the
I
way,
was winding down again. It seems that him and Angelina are like.
I mean, I still feel like Brad Pitt's window is kind of almost like I don't want to say closed. Like he's always going to be like a working actor.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean,
When Brad Pitt's name is on a movie, people go and say, "Look at Inglourious Basterds." He was the only name of
Christoph Waltz, dude. Christoph Waltz made that movie.
I understand that, but Brad Pitt was the reason why people went to go see that movie.
you're right as far as marketing. You're absolutely right.
Marketing-wise, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing about producing is
Marketing's
full circle.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it isn't really our job to market, but to make sure the marketing is happening. Because without marketing, where does the movie go? You know,
You want people in there that opening weekend, dude. No matter how the movie is.
And even if you're not at that level where you get a theatrical release, you're still looking at marketing for DVD, so you've got to get...
Oh yeah, VOD, like you know, like online streaming. It's,
even more so than ever actually with VOD and on demand. And,
yeah.
DVD sales and stuff. You need the marketing for that because it's funny. The internet is so easy now. There's so much. Like anybody can put whatever they want on there, and it's an easy way to market your things. And I agree. But I think because it is so overused, because anybody can do anything on the internet, anybody can create a nice website. I created the Blackstone website. I'm not saying it's a great website, but it certainly does the job.
it took him 1 hour, and it's a kick-ass website. I could be out.
It's got some really good flash animation in there. It's
thanks.
good, yeah.
But like I'm not a website designer. Like that is not what I went to school for.
Just checking.
Are we out?
No,
Well, fuck this shit.
No, but it's a cool skill that you got.
But my point is not. Thank you for that. But my point is that anybody can do anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can send. I remember 4 years ago, when sending an event on Facebook meant a lot. And now, you send an event on Facebook, and 90% of the people you send it to won't even look at it.
Yeah. Same.
It's really interesting. It's very interesting how overloaded people are now with the internet. I feel like it's about reverse. People are going to stop using it for at least a month or
Yeah.
something.
I use Facebook to market Blackstone. I really stopped using it for anything else.
Yeah. Exactly.
197 strong.
The Blackstone fan page?
Yeah.
Very cool. Hey, the Tucci Enterprises fan page is only at 45, so...
Well, working on up. We were at 45 one day ago. We were at 45 once.
Yeah, and for some reason we're number 1 on IMDb. I don't know if you got that email I sent out. Maybe you did.
I don't think I was on that chain, no.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Foot in the mouth. There it is.
All right, let's see this bad boy. Highest rated thrillers?
I have no idea how it happened, but
You're at 10 out of 10 star. No, that's your... Yeah, you're at 10 out of 10.
out of 67,000 titles, I don't get it, to be honest. I'll be honest, we're all baffled.
How? This is awesome.
We don't get it.
Congratulations. And here's your Sudoku.
Where's our friends?
Yeah, nice.
Send it to me, actually. I don't have that. Be a friend. Send it
That's
to me.
congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty cool thing.
So-
www.blackstonemovie.com.
Okay, enough plugging. Tell me actually how... Okay, like we met when you were working at ICM a few years ago.
Yeah.
So what happened between then and now? What was the whole journey of where you guys went?
Worked for a couple different managers, freelance. Just was doing like a bunch of stuff, but always was leaning on Blackstone to be my main passion.
Still waiting.
Yeah. Literally, it's just been years and years of research and dedication. But after ICM, it was pretty much job to job. Working for one manager, working for a producer. No one did,
Gotcha.
But always keeping myself busy. But Blackstone's my life right now, man.
Yeah.
I live and breathe it.
Because it started as just the concept of what I remember, a modernized Charles Manson.
Exactly.
What is it? Is it still that? How has it changed?
Oh, God, no.
It's more of like the Tooth Fairy.
It's more like Silence of the Lambs meets Seven.
Oh, wow.
It definitely was.
That's a good comparison, Adam.
You look like an Arab. Yeah, no, you're very right. I saw a Charles Manson movie on TV where Jeremy Davies played Manson, and I said I want to do a movie about Manson. And after a couple years working with Scott, I just wasn't able to get out of him, out of the writing what my vision was. And Dan just turned it into this psychological roller coaster. I mean, you haven't seen the movie, have you?
No, I've just seen the trailer.
I can just send you the movie.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, E, how would you? You read Scott's script or not?
Oh man, maybe. I don't even know.
But I mean,
I think I did.
It's really like. It's such an intense psychological roller coaster. It's a completely different story.
And it's still going to be changed another 8 to 10 times, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, but there's like no remnants of Manson, like at all. I mean, there's like the home invasion, that like opening scene that's always been there.
Gotcha. But like the end, because in Scott's draft, there was a big like Waco finale type scene. Is that still in there?
Oh my God.
Okay.
We actually got a lot of bad feedback on that.
Okay.
You know how?
Why was there bad feedback specifically?
Well, a lot of people were like, so these hippies who have no money automatically have like some technological fortress in the woods with like machine. You know what I mean? It just wasn't. It wasn't really believable. And I just realized I didn't want to do a remake.
Gotcha.
They tried to remake that Manson movie 6 times, so why would I want to try again?
Okay, I just wanted you guys to understand what was going on. At this point in the dinner, Adam had gotten a text message from a director that he had been dealing with and had kind of motioned and mumbled to me that he was not happy with this director and this director was kind of a prima donna. So I started offering that if they wanted to tell their worst director story and war story, I would be happy to bleep out the information because I wanted honesty and experience more than actual gossip.
Worse audition story than I do
I want to hear that. And I'll put this out there right now. I'll bleep the names and the titles just as long as the experience is reported.
Okay, that's all we need.
All right. So I got a guy.
That's all that's important, honestly. It doesn't matter who it is.
Precisely.
The experience is what matters.
Yeah. So I met this guy back at film school, and we hit it off. He was like I was a freshman. He was a senior at the time, and he was totally cool. Took me under his wing, and he was a writer in film school. Years go by. We eventually reconnect. I completely fell out of contact with him. Turned out he had gone back home and had a wild outing. Got into a car crash and was in a coma. Came back to LA, and he had written a script. Now the script was called
In his sleep. In his coma.
No.
Yeah, that'd be great if you did that.
The script was actually really well written. It was called.
Long title name.
Yes.
It's a lot to remember.
It's a lot to remember, but it's basically, and it was staged as kind of a low-budget, Kill Bill-esque kind of franchise. So you had a bunch of different homages to this genre, lucha libre, a bunch of homages to that. And it was really good, so we took it around. However, the more success it got, the more closer I got to work with him, the more I realized a lot of his old vices came out, as far as he was an alcoholic. He liked the ladies, and by the ladies I mean strippers.
No.
Well, there's a difference between liking the strippers and then taking them home and taking their advice on rewrites.
Look, I'm completely against prostitution and strippers and all that.
Well, you're more so against their advice on the rewrites.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's very very interesting.
Yeah, it all came to the head when we were going to Comic-Con one year, and I actually took him to meet our entertainment attorney. First time he was going to meet her face to face. He got shit-faced drunk. He wound up trying to put on. There were 3 Ghostbuster impersonators there, so he tried to get the power pack for the Ghostbusters and actually put it on.
That's awesome.
It was awesome, but it was really, really sad too. So
I'm excited for the new Ghostbusters movie.
Yes, yeah.
I'm waiting for that teaser.
Is it something out right now?
I think it's supposed to come out Christmas 2012 if we're like still around.
There you go.
All right, so that's my story. What's your guys?
Eric, I'm going to give this one to you.
I drove out to. So when you first move out here and you want to be an actor, you'll do anything for an audition.
And he
Sort of
needs
a blowjob.
anything.
Anything.
Sort of a blowjob. I drove out to Ventura for an audition. And oh boy. So I drove out to Ventura. And it was for a student thing, which most of the things I was going on was for student projects.
Yeah.
And it turns out the address was to, I don't even know, townhouse, apartment building type thing. I'm like, all right, this is already a little weird, but whatever. And he's like, it's Suite 909. It was apartment 909. Which suite is an apartment, but still, suite sounds like it's an apartment. I know you use that too.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's fine. People are mailing things to your place, not showing up for an audition or a pitch.
Yeah, exactly.
So I go there.
Yes. Oh, more water, please.
More water and another Jameson around. Thank you. I am borderline alcoholic. So I get there, and this guy opens the door. I'm not going to get into the description of him because who knows if he's listening to this. But opens the door, and the apartment is basically barren. I mean, the kitchen is empty. The living room has a couch and like a chair couch and a table in the middle, and that's it. Like nothing on the walls. It was just.
Show us on the doll where he touched it.
Basically, yeah. But it was a young guy. It wasn't like an old guy. It was a young guy. It was weird. He has me sit across from him on the couches. Across from him. So he's on this one. Playing the stories right now. Story time. You got right in for it. And, fair enough. She hates us.
All the waitresses hate us.
I hate us a lot. I know. Give me some hat. I swear to God, it's a goddamn hat. So they say, I'm kidding about that.
I know.
So I sit across from him, and I think I read the sides or whatever. And he goes, all right, I'm going to ask you something. And I just want you to respond, no questions asked, just respond to me, the way you respond to this question. I'm like, okay, go for it, shoot. He goes, how would you react if I told you that your best friend died? And I'm just like, I wouldn't really know what to say. I mean, he's dead. And the guy goes, I had never seen a reaction like that. That was unbelievable.
Wow.
You are amazing. It was like a creep. Yeah. So I was like, I gotta go. I gotta leave.
Wow.
So it wasn't the worst experience I've ever had, but it was definitely an hour and a half drive for that experience.
Wow. I'm at a point now where I can tell the bullshitters before I realize them. Like, if they want to meet you at Starbucks, if they want to meet you at their apartment, and now I'm not doing it unless it's like down the block. I'll still humor them, but and sometimes it's fun. There was this one guy. I met him on the and he was on the for a business meeting. He was there with his business manager. Seemed legit. He was a little old, but cool guy, friendly. So he's like, "Why don't you come up to the house this weekend and we'll talk some business?" And I check out the address. It's an actual house. It's in a really nice, rich neighborhood. So I come. I dress, producer casual. I knock on the door. And I know, based on how he answers the door, it's either going to be really awesome or a quick trip to Crazy Town. He opens up, and he's wearing a wife beater and sweatpants.
Wow. It's like how I greet you.
Yeah. So never go meet Adam at his apartment.
If you're my friend, I feel comfortable dressing like a buck. I mean, look, I dressed up for this.
Yeah. The business meeting that ensued involved a lot of medication bottles on the kitchen table, and some random guy who was a recovering meth addict who was there for no apparent reason. He just started, talking at random stuff.
Yeah.
It was like bizarre. So I just
There's a bar now.
It's scary.
Yeah. The bar has been risen, I guess you could say.
Exactly.
You heard anything about J. Edgar?
No, I've not heard or seen anything about it. Why?
Leo DiCaprio?
No, I've seen the trailer.
Okay.
But as far as I've heard anything specific,
Yeah. Me neither. I'm a big fan of Clint and Leo.
Just produced one?
Yeah. He produced it, I think, right? He directed and produced.
He directed and produced. Yeah. He's I gotta say, of all the directors, he's taking the most advanced approach to technology too, because he has his editing staff on site.
He keeps on going.
Yeah.
He's 80 years old and he keeps on going. There's a guy whose window hasn't closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Good point.
I want Eddie Murphy to reopen his window. And this
Tower Heist.
I'm hoping, man. I want Brett Ratner to get on Beverly Hills Cop 4 already. He's supposed to do that.
Get who on Beverly Hills Cop 4?
Brett Ratner's supposed to direct Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Oh, nice.
Which would be great.
He did Tower, right?
Yeah, I think so.
He did Tower, yeah.
It's funny when I started seeing the posters for Tower Heist, because I hadn't heard anything about it. So I was like, is that Charlie Murphy?
Dude, they look identical.
Seriously.
And Eddie Murphy's lost weight, which is why you thought it looked like Charlie Murphy.
Yeah.
Or he's just aging. Dude, I scarfed that down. This is excellent.
You inhaled it.
I inhale.
You too,
Yeah, I finished my salad. All I had today was a Wendy's burger that I had with him. That was it.
Yeah.
So you guys just travel like a theatrical team?
Yeah.
Like at any point you'll start juggling and doing...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I took those balls and he bonded on me.
Yeah.
It's a great act. People love it. He's selling out in Vegas actually now. It's great.
My friend Zach, I told him I was doing the podcast tonight, and I mentioned your name, and he said he's got a movie coming out today. I didn't realize that you had... Huh?
Zach Salman?
Zach Kamen.
Kamen?
Zach Haven?
Kamen.
Am I supposed to know?
No, but he looked you up, and he said you had a movie coming out tonight, so it was, I guess it was the festival.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Blackstone! Well, that's incredible.
So back on Blackstone, when did you decide to do a trailer and go that route?
You mean a short?
End of 2000. I think the end of 2010. The end of 2010, after Dan wrote a couple new drafts, I said, I'm a no one. No one's going to give me millions of dollars to make this movie, especially when I haven't made anything. So I decided to get my first film under my belt, which was Blackstone the Short.
Okay.
And, the whole team did a, remarkable job. We hired about 45 people. It was great.
And you said 40 days of pre-production?
Yeah.
What was the worst part about pre-production? Because in my experience, there's always one key crew member that always drops out at the last minute, and you got to shuffle.
I would say there's one.
Let me answer that question.
Yes, because
the worst part of pre-production was not having the final script until the day of the shooting. Well, because I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but the short was not agreed to. The short wasn't written. The feature was written in December, which is when Adam met George and myself. In December, I believe. And that was like, hey, let's make a short. Yay! And we were like, all right, we got J.K. Simmons. Yay! We'll do this whenever we want. Yay! January comes, we have a Christmas New Year's break, everything's happy. We're going to make a short with J.K. Woohoo! Yay! We come back. J.K. tells us that he's only available one weekend in April, or not until after October, which is right now. So we were like, oh shit, well, I guess we've got to make a film right now, or else we're just going to be jerking off for the next 8 months. And Dan went into overdrive to draft the short. I mean, the idea in his head, but he wanted to get it right. And it just went through a bunch of drafts. We got it to JK, Sasha got involved in the 11th hour. For the 3rd hour, I don't know if it's
Sasha, we met Sasha 7 days before shooting.
And the connection of Sasha was amazing.
Yeah, we instantly connected. Very down to earth, very sweet girl. Well,
smart. What I meant by connection was not you and her and your love connection, which Sasha was also with an
Not in Suite 909 at a Barron apartment.
Yeah, not in an Apartment in Ventura. The movie I Melt With You, you know that movie at all?
I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
It's not out yet. I think it's coming out.
It's coming out shortly.
It's Rob Lowe,
Jeremy Piven,
Bert Piven,
Yeah.
Sasha Grey.
there's like two other big male names.
Yeah, there are.
Now I'm forgetting that, but whatever. Mark Collington directed it. That movie, they were looking for a role, a specific role for a girl, and our friend Lauren Fernandez, who is the right-hand woman to Heidi Levitt, who's at Heidi Levitt Casting, a pretty big casting agency. Didn't know who to get for this role, and nobody was right, whatever. And George Tunis, who was my business partner and director of Blackstone, we were friends with Lauren at the time, and he goes, "Have you checked out Sasha Grey?" Because she had done a girlfriend experience, Steven Soderbergh, and she was dabbling with Entourage and all that stuff. So she called in Sasha because of George's request, and she nailed it and got into the thing, into I Melt With You. So when Blackstone came around, we had these connections. Adam knew Brian Levy, who's Sasha's manager or agent or whatever you want to call it, and got into her hands between Lauren and Adam and Brian and all that, and she dug it. And you know, to have that name attached to a little short with J.K. Simmons, boom, there's clout, there's credibility, and she could act. So we offered her the role, and that was it.
Very cool.
Yeah, pretty wild stuff. So the most difficult part I think of pre-production for me was not having the script until the final week before we actually shot the thing. And that was tough, you know, especially for George more than anybody else. Because, you know, as a director, you have to be comfortable when you're on set directing, you know, your piece. Producing-wise, it was tough because I didn't know exactly what elements we needed exactly. And things were, like, changing here and there. And even if it's, like, one shot that is scratched, something like that, that affects our special effects team. That affects the post team. You know, that affects a lot of different things. So it was tough. But we had 2, 16-hour shooting days, and that was the end of it. That was the end of it.
What is Gray Area?
Gray Area is the feature I did in college. It's still being edited because not one, but the 2 editors that we went with after we finished shooting, one of them ignored the project for about 6 months until we finally realized she was ignoring it and not actually working on it. Took it back, gave it to a different editor who is in the LA area. I'm not going to mention names. Phil Svitek.
Don't bleep that out.
Don't beat that out. This guy took our project. He thought he was working on it. And when it came time, we were like, you're not really doing much. We need that back. We got it back from him. And an entire hard drive of footage was missing.
Oh.
And this is the problem with digital footage, is that you can lose an entire movie on a hard drive, which is a scary thing about, whatever. So it turned into a huge battle. And I mean, cops got involved, the whole thing got involved. And there was a locker that had all of our hard drives in one locker. And it was empty when we had our hard drives back. We were missing one hard drive though. We were missing one. We had our buddy in Boston checking it. We were in LA at this point, but we had a friend who would DP the project there in Boston, checking his locker, trying to find Phil. No one could find Phil. Finally, one day, he goes to the locker, and there's the hard drive. He gets it, takes it out, completely empty. Done. So, to this point, there was about 15% of the movie that is vanished in thin air. And Joe Shehu, Joseph Shehu, who's our editor at Blackstone, is in the good gracious of his good goddamn will. Starting it all over. Starting from point A with the entire thing. Relabeling, going through it all over again. And he's going to edit together what we have. And from that point, we'll see what we can do to fill in the blanks.
Wow.
Which is, I don't want to say it's harrowing, because I don't think about it too often. But when I think about it, it's quite painful. So thanks a lot. I'm kidding.
No, I gotta ask, because I've had problems like that too. Were there any warning signs?
Any warning signs?
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a lot of warning signs, but again, with being a young filmmaker, being a young producer, actor, George being a young director, and George is a producer too to a lot of extents. There were a lot of warning signs that you live and you learn. And
what were some of the specific warning signs?
Not answering calls.
Okay.
Lack of showing us progress.
Over how long of a period of time?
With the first editor, it was about 4 months. with the second editor. The second editor, he was in Boston, and we were all in Boston, and we gave him the footage in about October, November. We all moved to LA in January, like early January, so he had the footage, and it was a feature film in college, so it's not like we expected much at first. So we're in LA, and like January, February comes, and we're asking for stuff, and the phone calls aren't coming back, blah, 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 blah. Come like end of March, they're like, all right, you know what, that's it. We need it back, we need it back, we need it back. And that's where it all came together. So I would say there was like a 4 month ignorance period. And then we finally realized that we were shooting ourselves in the head.
Yeah.
You know, our plan coming out of college was to have a feature film under our belt.
Which is always a good plan.
And it would have gone through if we... And you know what? Maybe we expended too much of our energy. You know, we shot in 4K on the red.
Yeah.
So it was all extreme, you know, HD, you know, footage. So just to decompress the files to be able to edit it takes days and days and days and days and days. I mean, to literally decompress 1 day of footage takes about 2 days. So we had about 30 plus days of footage. So it was a big project, you know, for sure. You know, I don't want to blame the first editor. I want to mention her name, her. You can bleep that out. I don't blame her for not doing it. It was a lot of work, a lot of footage, and it was a big thing to tackle. I mean, editing a 16-minute short, as Adam saw, was a mindfuck, you know. But with a feature film, you know, a two-hour thing, it was 120 pages.
Oh yeah.
There was a lot to expect out of an editor in a junior year of college. It was a lot. Thank you. What I wish they had done was just don't pick it up. Maybe take the mic off.
I'm on a live podcast right now. We're on a podcast right now. What's going on?
Promoting Blackstone.
What I think I wish they had done was just come to us and said, hey, this is too much. Find somebody else. And that's maybe too easy to ask of someone in retrospect. You know, hindsight's 20. Is 20, whatever. You know, so it is what it is. I was obviously very upset and angry for a while, but I've accepted what it is, and I'm actually excited. You know, I live by a saying, and I'm sure a lot of people live by it, but everything happens for a reason, and nothing is ever all bad. Nothing. You know, nothing, ever. Adam disagrees with that much.
I don't believe that everything happens for a reason.
Maybe not necessarily, but nothing is ever all bad.
Well, let's clarify. We're not talking about the secret, all right?
This is what I will say. There's someone out there who always does it worse than you do.
Yes.
No matter how bad you're feeling or what kind of a day you're having, someone out there has it a lot worse.
Well, that's, as I said, nothing is ever all bad. You know?
Exactly.
Even my grandparents dying. Yeah, obviously that's a horrible, it's a horrible analogy to say.
Yeah, but did they grow old and die, or were they gypped?
My grandmother had dementia and died in a year. Like, it was like that.
Or were they old?
Yeah, they were old.
I'm just saying, like, your 60-year-old grandfather dying at 60.
All right,
or whatever.
this guy's.
No, I'm just saying, like, what's the reason for that?
No, but I mean, like, my grandmother died when she was in her early 70s, and I didn't appreciate her the way I should have. So yeah, she died and it was horrible, but I really appreciate now my existing grandmother a lot more. So it's things have a good about them. No matter what. You have a really amazing relationship for a year, 3 years, 5 years. Maybe a marriage, 20 years. If you get a divorce or you break up, yeah, of course it's horrible. There are plenty of repercussions for that. And there are plenty of consequences. But I have to imagine there are at least some good that you learned from that relationship. Some good that you learned from that experience. You know what I mean? Today at the Hollywood Film Festival, our short, the sound, they had to transfer the file to a Digimata to film it, to show it in the ArcLight.
Down conversion, yeah.
Number one, the sound quality was so bad. I almost walked out of it. Whenever there would be any, it was a very bass-heavy soundtrack, because a lot of like suspense or whatever. Whenever you hear a bass sound, it crackled and blew out the speakers.
Oh no!
And on top of that, the picture quality was much less than we had. So the entire time I'm sitting there, and the second I walked in, I'm the one who gave the file to the host house. I'm the one who picked up the Digibeta. I'm the one who gave it to Hollywood Film Festival. I'm sitting there going, this is my fault. This is my fault. This is my fault.
Well, first off, from a technical perspective...
It's the post house fault.
Well, from a technical perspective, maybe the post house didn't know to limit the audio from +20 to +12, which is the dynamic range conversion for HD to Digibeta.
Right.
So I will say that. But as far as, airing a movie, never air off of a Digibeta tape. You're always going to see big pixelation and blockiness. It's horrible.
I should have gone off HD.
I just would assume that they watch it before they public.
No, you have to pay extra for that.
For them to do that?
For a quality control check.
You're joking.
No.
I assume that every festival, they test it.
Oh, are you talking about the festival or the post house?
Oh, no. The festivals, I meant.
No. Festivals will maybe do a spot check where they watch like a 30-second chunk to make sure there's picture and sound.
Really?
But maybe.
Maybe. Not at the ArcLight, though, I would say. The ArcLight, I would say they do not do that.
Yeah.
Because, if you would have heard ours, I would have been like, something needs to be done.
Yeah, I do. I would say, I don't know who to blame, and blame maybe isn't the right word to use, but it definitely was the post house's fault.
Let's just blame other
World of Video and Audio. WOVA on Wilshire and Robertson. WOVA.
You're not going to get discounts from anybody.
I know.
That's fine, you know what? People have certain jobs in this world.
Yeah.
If you can't do your one job that you're specializing in doing, then don't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys, and you know what? The file I gave them was the biggest file I had of Blackstone. It was the highest res. When I put it on my computer, you could only see like the left corner because it was such a big file, you know what I mean? And the sound was great. So I have to believe that when they transferred it to the Digibeta, they didn't transfer the channels correctly, because Digibeta was only 4 channels. So they definitely did not do something right. They didn't adjust the levels correctly. And we got, I was like, fucked, but we got...
It was, dude, I wanted to leave the theater.
Yeah.
I wanted to walk out. And I think that they should know that this is a big film festival, and
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know, we got Chinese.
I got this.
Sure?
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
You're a guest on my podcast, so...
Thanks, dude. I really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun, too, by the way.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't have to treat me next time, but I'd love to do this, like, anytime.
I have a thing with working just all over at the same time. All right. Ready? On the same time.
Adam!
What's wrong with you? Jesus.
It was an accident.
1, 2, 3. All right. There we go. And if you like the portion, eat the whole cookie. If you don't like it, don't eat it.
Oh, wow. Now, as far as your tradition, do we have to share, or what do we do?
Oh, I'm going to share mine.
Okay.
I have strong potential for financial success.
Absolutely.
I've eaten that up.
Put that in your wallet.
Next month will be your most profitable month of the year.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mine's shit compared to yours. Others take notice of your radiance. I'm gonna put the birthday shit down. Good damn.
You are dashing.
That's not unfortunate. That's a compliment.
I know. That's how important we got. I heard this shit.
There you go.
I've gotten 100 fortunes saying I'm going to be rich. I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
I really.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it.
Really, man. Thank you.
Really great meeting, man.
That's all, folks. Many thanks to my guests Adam Kuyt and Eric Goldrich for a terrific dinner. Check them out on blackstonethemovie.com. We're going to have them back soon for an update, so subscribe and stay tuned. Our banner image this week was actually a photo I took from the restaurant we had dinner at. As you might have heard, I'm going to hold off on mentioning restaurant names until we find a restaurant or lounge that will give us a permanent home. Our music this week is Boogaloo by Bob Hart. Please check out his website at coldcallproductions.com. That is coldcallproductions.com. We're starting to grow our Producers Lounge community, so if you'd like to submit either jazz music or banner photos for an episode, post a link on our Facebook page. Also, like us on Facebook at facebook.com/theproducerslounge. Remember, you show your support for films by not downloading them, you show your support on Hulu by clicking on the commercials, and you show your support for podcasts by liking and commenting. And you can always check out our website, www.theproducersloungepodcast.com. Thank you again. I'm your host, Richard Tucci. Join us next week for more cocktails and questions. And until then, keep producing dreams.